I wanted to make a video just explaining my experience, telling why I need a transabdominal cerclage. I had 2 pregnancies that I lost in the second trimester, and it was extremely painful. I know that there's someone else out there going through the same thing. I want to be able to help someone else just the way I watch other videos and people help me, but everyone's story is different, and I just wanted to explain mine. My first pregnancy, I was working out, eating really healthy, and at 18.5 weeks I lost my pregnancy. I lost a baby girl. They told me that it was just a fluke, that they don't know why. The doctor had actually said to me that I had a spontaneous abortion, and it was so painful to hear something like that. I knew in my heart that something was wrong. I didn't know what, but I knew something. The doctors told me that it was okay for my husband and I to try again right away, that nothing was wrong. So we did. And I got pregnant a month later. So that literally saved me. Just knowing that I could get pregnant again so fast, and I still was grieving my daughter, but just to know that I still had life, it was just a great feeling. And then this time around, I wanted to make sure everything was different, so I didn't even work out. I was going through like crazy measures just to make sure everything would be okay. I was working less. At 13 weeks, we decided that, my husband and I decided that we should get a transvaginal cerclage. Just because we didn't know, the doctors didn't know. The doctors actually told me that I didn't need a transvaginal cerclage. They said that it's unnecessary, especially considering they didn't really know what had happened the first time. Even though the first pregnancy there was no infections or anything, so the baby was perfectly fine. I just went into preterm labor and they didn't know why. So this time I wanted a transvaginal cerclage at 13 weeks, which I received at 13 weeks, and then at 16 weeks I started getting progesterone shots. So weekly I was getting progesterone shots, and I felt like a drug addict trying to get those progesterone shots. Every week I was just like, yes, another week has gone by and I want to see this baby. And at 20 weeks I had my anomaly scan. I think that's how you say it. And they told me that I was 2 centimeters dilated with my cerclage. So with my vaginal cerclage, I was 2 centimeters dilated. I was dilating past my vaginal cerclage. So I was immediately put on bed rest. One of the doctors I saw had actually said to my husband, have you thought of termination for the baby? And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So I put myself on bed rest, and at 22.5 weeks, we lost our son. And it's just been really hard. It's such a lonely feeling. I hope anyone who is going through this knows that you're not the only one going through this. You're kind of in a dark place, but you do have to remember that you have to continue to be a daughter, a wife, a sister. It's more than just you, and you have to let life go on and believe and know that they're in a better place, because I believe that my babies are in a better place. So I started doing research after that, and I found a doctor. His name is Dr. Haney. There was 2 doctors I was actually looking at. I was looking at Dr. Haney and Dr. Davis. So Dr. Davis was at the time, I think, in New Jersey, but now he's maybe in Kentucky, not sure. But I ended up going with Dr. Haney. He does a traditional, and I'm gonna get a pre-pregnancy transabdominal cerclage. And this cerclage has a 95% success rate. I'm praying that this works, and I want to try. If you don't try, you'll never know. Maybe later down the line we can successfully have a full-term pregnancy. That's my goal. And I want to share this with anyone else this could help, because I know what it feels like to be at home and come home without a baby, to give birth, go through funeral arrangements. I understand. I just want to remain positive and continue to possibly help someone else that's going through the same thing that I'm going through. I will give you an update once I get my transabdominal cerclage. It is going to be a bikini line incision, so hopefully the scar's not too bad, but it'll be worth it if it works. If this has happened to you, or you know anyone that this video can help, please share it with them. Comment below. Thanks.